Leave your axe at the door.
So let's start with a d20.
If it's me again, I get to pick.
Ooh, ouch.
Last week we didn't have one. And if the audio gets weird on my end, just let me know. I have my window open.
Oh, same here. It's my fan that causes problems, so if you start hearing static, I'll mute myself.
But, Fenn, what happened last time?
Last time we were introduced to Fenn.
Yes.
He arose from the grave, confused, and was met by a bunch of people, and they were a little hostile of him and a little afraid of him. He's not sure how to feel about that because he doesn't know what's going on. And then we went to get some bones, some holy bones from the coffin maker, and there was a scary thing in the attic of that place, and there was some vague threats from the coffin maker. Fenn got a coffin, which is, that's great to have. And then we dropped off the holy bones, and we met a fellow named, I don't remember what his name was.
Well, if you had asked it, you would have known. But
I swear we did. He told us his name.
I don't remember giving it.
Hold on, I have notes. Let me go get those real quick. I can't remember his name. God, it was something funny. Anyways, like we ran into him in town, and he was like, "Oh, my mistress wants to see you. My lady wants to meet you. You gotta come quick." And so we went and dropped off the bones, and then followed that dude. And then we happened upon a house that is just not feeling really good about itself. It's a really depressed house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, that guy's name is Larnak.
Yeah, something like that. Larnak?
Yes. Inspiration to Maeve for coming out with that first. What I didn't give was his first name, which is what I do remember, because his name is quite odd. But, yes, his last name is Larnak.
Is it Mr. Larnak?
Yes, his first name is Mr.
How did he introduce himself? Just like, call me Larnak?
It was... I swear we asked his name. That or it was like... He just told us his name.
Well, you are now outside of the house that is just not very supportive of itself. And Mr. Larnak was inviting you inside to meet his mistress.
Okay.
Not quite the same mistress as one might think, kind of a master or mistress. But he hobbles up to the front door and protrudes a large ring of keys, just a mountain of keys on one end of this ring. And he starts like flipping through them, looking for what he needs. The door is very fortified. It has several bars across it with a lot of locks on the handle side, and there is a what's it called? The opening in the door.
Keyhole?
The window that you can like open and like look
Oh,
outside. I don't know if that has a
password.
name.
That's kind of, I don't know. I think it's like a peephole or whatever, but it's just, yeah.
Sliding window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the front of a door. But he'll like go through his keys, find one, seems to be a random one, and just like unlock one of the locks on the heavily fortified door, and then go back through another, and then find another key, seemingly random. None of them are labeled or even together. He'll unlock another one.
Good lord.
This takes about a minute before every single lock has been opened, and he creaks the door open in front of him. He'll turn to the party. Last time I gave him a voice, he had like sorts of different accents, so the lady is waiting. Please don't make her wait any longer. He'll hobble inside.
Okay.
We follow.
Mm-hmm.
He is met with another door in front of him, which he proceeds to open. The front door opens to a narrow vestibule with 3 stained glass doors, wooden frames that lead from it.
Following him. He goes in here.
This
Ah.
This next room is a wooden staircase that leads up to a balcony. At the foot of the stairs is a landing with 3 stained glass doors and wooden frames once more. How are you able to... I don't understand how you're able to go through these walls. Maybe the lighting's weird.
I just followed him through the door. I thought I followed him through the door.
No, Fenn. There you go.
Oh, Fenn.
Now you
Oh,
can
Fenn.
do it.
There's a lot of things Fenn can do. You'd just be surprised.
Yeah, zombie magic.
Yeah. Like breathing right now is, boy, you got me how he does that.
He does.
As you enter this large room, it's an ornate dining table that stretches the length of the room. A crystal chandelier hangs above it imperviously. Imperiously. Of imperial style.
Yes.
Scantily.
The silverware is
That's
tarnished,
a word.
the dishes chipped, yet all are still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table. Arched windows made of latticework of iron and glass look out onto the small, fog-swept estate. In the northern end of the house, or of this dining room, is... Oh, sorry. There are 3 elegant couches that surround an oval table made of black glass. All are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking nobleman, sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair graying at the temples. Several smaller portraits hang on the north wall. Below them, a woman is lounging on one of the couches, and she is sipping tea and looks up from her tea as Mr. Larnack and the party enter this room. He hobbles in so everyone can make their way in, and he says, my lady, I seem to have brought your guests to join you for tea. And she says, I specifically ordered you to invite them to dinner. This will come out of your pay. Sorry, I thought your actions needed some expediting. My apologies, lady. It won't happen again.
I would actually much rather have tea than dinner.
Yes, tea is much more elegant for discussing matters that I have requested your presence for. Very well. Ernst, go fetch the cook. Tell her that the dinner is cancelled and to quickly bring up some tea and some snacks for our guests. Yes, my lady. And he will shuffle past Maeve and Fenn into this the room on the right side. Well then, my apologies. He is very eager to earn a wage. While we are waiting for drinks and snacks, please make yourself comfortable. The fireplace is quite warm.
Fireplace? Okay. Oh, I can't get that close. This is fine.
He also is a bit too impersonal. I'm sorry if any attempts to watch you have been rather invasive. He's good at what he does, but the things he does is not quite what I would consider elegant.
This is a woman?
Yes.
Yes. For a lady
Hopefully you don't
such
say
as
that
yourself-
out loud.
No. For a lady such as yourself, so elegant a lady, to have him as your first point of contact is unsettling.
It is hard to find good workers in Vallaki at this moment, which is one of the reasons why I asked you to join me.
Well, you've asked us here. Why don't you tell us
please.
what you need?
Sit down. I don't mean to make you wait standing up.
I'm sitting down.
Okay.
I don't look like it, but I am.
Okay. Hume will get onto the other side of this couch.
Okay.
I'm on one half of the couch.
Okay.
Oh, Fenn, don't sit next to me. Oh, okay.
And sits down
Next to
onto
me.
the couch.
It's like that guy on the bus you don't want to sit next to.
Ah,
As he sits down, his knees creak.
when you do so, you can kind of see the lady's face kind of cringe with the noise. All right. Well now, I have asked you here because I'm not sure if you've noticed you haven't spent much time in Vallaki, but the burgomaster is not quite as how do I put it? Good or lawful or he doesn't quite know the interests of the people as well as he thinks he does. I'm sure you've seen the square. It is hard to see the the villagers be put in such a way that is torturous. You speak against him, and you end up in one of those things. And I have some stature in this town, but not enough to sway his opinion. I have made many attempts to try to get him to change his ways, his values, make this town better, but he's very stubborn, and he only goes with what he thinks is right. He doesn't have a council either. It's all what he says goes. So I would like to ask your help. I have gotten some information from Ernst about your information, I suppose. I haven't gotten much because you've only been here for so long, but if you'd like, you can tell me more about yourself and what you'd like, if to make this town a better place. It's okay if you're shy. It's not exactly the best if I approach you with my watcher to get you to come here on such a poorly planned timing. If you'd like to know anything else more, I'm sorry, I did not introduce myself. My name is Lady Fiona Watcher. This is my house. You might have met my two sons. They go to the tavern almost every night.
What are their names?
My son Nikolai and his brother Carl. They have quite a streak of drinking and mischief.
I didn't spend much time in the bar, so I don't think I saw them.
They might have not introduced themselves. But is it your goal to make Vallaki better? Even if you are only here for a short time, I believe that with your training, it is possible to free those people who have been wrongly accused.
I suppose while we're here, we could do some good for the people.
Wonderful. Have you met Vargas yet? The burgomaster.
I don't think we have.
That's understandable. He is quite busy preparing for his weekly festival. Although that is almost all he does to attempt to make Vallaki happier, or safer as he would put it. He believes that joy is what keeps the Lord out. He thinks that the walls are able to prevent the Lord from wandering the streets.
And did you say joy?
Yes.
Sorry. the burgomaster thinks joy will keep the devil out of the streets?
Yes, happiness. He believes that the Lord makes everyone in Barovia feel this way, and therefore, if you force this joy, it will prevent the Lord's reign.
I don't know how much joy is being spread in the town square there.
It's, like I said, it's forced. But he believes that if people are forced to do this and there's an example made of them, then people will feel it. Like, it's... I don't know how to quite put it. By tricking your brain into thinking that you're happy, you'll actually become happy.
I don't think it's working for him from what I have seen.
After a moment, Mr. Larnak comes back, holding a couple saucers with teacups on them, and followed is what looks to be a servant, dressed in black and white, kind of maid's style clothing. He offers one to Hume. Hume will take it and pass it down to Hazel, and he'll offer another to Fenn.
Fenn doesn't take it.
When Ernst holds it for about 5 seconds, offering it, he kind of looks over at the lady, and she just shakes her head. And he'll hobble over around to Maeve and offer it to her.
I'll take it.
Bow his head a little bit, and then hobble back into this area. The servant will have a tray of food and move over to place it over onto the glass coffee table. There's an assortment of sandwiches, and they're cut in those little triangles, and charcuterie board as well, with crackers and cheese and meat. And then she will bow to the lady, and the lady will nod her head, and she will also exit. Please help yourself. I'm sorry, this is a bit rushed, as I said before, but we will make the most of it. I suppose Ernst is right. The sooner we can take care of the issue, the better.
What is the issue? What is it you want us to do?
The Burgomaster and his cruel intentions. There have been a long line of Burgomasters who have been similar to Vargas, although Vargas is much more subtle in his cruelty. The ones before will outright slaughter those in the street with public executions, those who speak against him. But now, no public executions, because that will upset the happiness. Now you just disappear forever. So, with your help, I would like it if we were to make way for a new, kinder Burgomaster.
Make way for? What does that entail?
Take care of the Burgomaster?
Well, dethrone him. I believe that the villagers are so disgruntled at this point that any kind of uprising from a figure such as yourself would give the villagers other incentive to force him out of office. But I need people right now. It's hard to find people, especially those who have been afraid of past burgomasters and of disappearing now.
Tell me, who would this kinder burgomaster be?
Well, I would of course elect myself.
That's what we thought.
Need a compassionate burgomaster. One who isn't afraid of the Lord. The people need to live their lives freely in the village and not be under fear of being taken from in the streets just because they say a bad word against the town itself.
Does the Lord take people?
No. He invites them. He discusses with them. He doesn't take them from their homes, drag them out of the streets, and execute them. He prefers to speak out problems and communicate.
Have you ever been invited by the Lord?
I have. My late husband and I have been invited there. We took our children. It was a lovely meal. There was discussions. But that was a long time ago.
And you haven't been invited back since?
No. I've been here this entire time. There are only a few contacts in Vallaki that I've had the company of, because everyone else is under the burgomaster's thumb.
Well, if
Don't
we
you
are
think-
just... Go ahead, Hazel.
Well, you go right ahead. Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say, if we are to support you in becoming the new burgomaster, I think it would be warranted if we could learn more about you and your background and assess if we think that you would be a good fit.
That is very fair. Thank you for the intelligent inquiry.
I would like to know what you're doing for people right now. If you're locked up in your very secure mansion here, I feel that asking us to usurp the current leader in favor of a coup, it's a coup is what you're talking about doing. You're looking at dethroning someone to take the throne for yourself. The people who should be the ones to ask for new leadership, and the people should be the ones asking for you to do the leading. So I'd like to know if the people even know who you are, and do you do anything for the people that would make them welcome you as a leader?
I cannot currently do anything. I am under the watchful eye of Vargas. He and his henchman, Isaac, are very strict about watching the streets. Any inaction against them, whether it's speculation or not, is immediately followed by disappearance. I am locked up because I have to be. And I will tell you a little bit about my history. It is not a pleasant one. And it is fair that the people should elect the next burgomaster. I will allow that to be an option. But we just have to get to the point of removing this tyrant from his throne. Is that agreeable to you?
Do you know anyone who might be a community leader who is out and about that we could work with?
Like I said, his hired goon, Isaac, is watching the street. Every guard is seeing anything that could be against them. It is very hard to have any kind of meeting. The most I can get out of it is I have weekly book club meetings, and that is with only a few of the people here.
I suggest that you start bringing up the subject of a new leadership to your book club. Ask everyone to keep quiet about it, but as long as you're meeting, you should be talking about it.
Of course we are. I'm not sure what to do. The people here are too scared right now of Vargas and Isaac. They need people with skills who can rally and inspire them to do this coup, as it were. Like people like the four of you. I do know one other candidate. If it comes up to it, I would support him. But Master Vasily is quite an honorable candidate, if an option.
Right. Good. That is good to know. Makes me feel better about it. How about you, Maeve? How about you, everybody else?
Forget Fenn's name.
Fenn.
And you.
Everybody. Human, everybody else.
Yeah, I think being able to talk to some of the people before supporting you would be good.
Are you
What's
intending?
What's a flower that's fairly common in your town?
A flower?
Uh-huh. We've seen around, kind of thing. People tend to grow them. They're around.
There aren't that many flowers in Barovia. It is not quite as colorful place as I'd like it to be. But
Well, I would suggest we find a symbol that people can quietly wear that would not out them, but that so that we can look at a crowd and know who's with us.
that is true.
Ooh, good idea.
So if there was a flower that's fairly common, they could just wear that on their clothing somewhere. Or if there's a color that most people might have some of it in their wardrobe, we could be like, everybody, okay, wear yellow somewhere on your person. That tells us that you're with us.
Maybe not a symbol, but an action.
Secret handshake.
That is an option. I was thinking more of a possibly place a hat on your head and then 5 seconds later take it off. Or hood up and bow and then up. But that can be brainstormed later.
Yeah, so whatever we come up with, you tell your book club and they can start passing the word. So that when we're out in the community and we look around, we can see other people. We can signal to others and send a secret signal somehow so that we know who's with us and if there's anyone nearby that we can count on.
It's difficult to have a color or a plant because I'm
there's no
sure you've
color.
noticed that most of the people here have rather drab clothing. They can't quite
Yes.
afford vibrant colors. So
Yes.
any vibrant colors may be a bit too
Might
showy.
stick out.
Yes.
Yeah, it would stick out. So, you're right. Okay.
As for myself, I have, like I told you, I have 2 sons, my late husband, and I do have a daughter, young daughter. She was born just before my husband passed away. Unfortunately, she was not able to have him in her life. Which is one of the ways I attempted to swayed the burgomaster. He has a son, and I thought that a mutual friendship between my daughter and his son could possibly have created some bonds between the 2 houses. Unfortunately, like Vargas, his son is a cruel and terrible person, and my daughter has not been the same since they had their playdates. She has now have some mental issues.
Yikes.
I am not willing to go too much into detail, but it is one of the reasons I would like to remove him from his terrible throne. And I understand that personal note might get in the way of politics, but things have been done and cruelty has been inflicted upon my family. So, is this a reasonable engagement?
Yes. Certainly. We just need to be told who to talk to next.
Well, if we are all on the same side and in agreement of the matter, I would like to suggest a plan. In 2 days' time, the festival is about to begin. The Festival of the Burning Sun. I figure that is the best time to take him down. He, of course, will make a spectacle. There are people who will be against him. They will be taken from the streets, possibly executed on the spot, depending on his mood. It is not normal for him to do so, but festivals are a much different matter. So, that is when the tension will be the highest.
If you had to spell Festival of the Burning Sun, how would you spell the last word?
S-U-N?
Okay, just checking.
That's in 2 days' time, so you have some time to prepare. I would suggest maybe talking to Vasily, looking at Isaac's patterns. You may want to judge how he does his work and how he executes plans, so to speak. Also, possibly visit the burgomaster himself. Though this might be a bit fruitless with his busyness of the festival, you might get an idea of what I'm talking about. His cruelty towards others, his impatience, his stubbornness, his closed-mindedness, and his family.
How do burgermeisters become burgermeisters? Is it a appointment? Is it a birthright? Is it a elected office? How do they become that position?
It's by lineage at the moment. But
Okay,
if
so
the
it's a
lineage
birthright.
ends with a dethronement, it is possible for a new burgomaster to become elected, like a mayor.
Okay. Could be elected office. All right.
I do have my own cruelties against his son, as you would suspect, though I will not enact that as if I am in office. I will do my best to have justice, as it were, in the right spot.
All right.
You will possibly meet resistance, so if you would like to be more subtle about it until the festival, it's best not to anger Isaac, the gods, or the burgomaster before time to rally the villagers.
Is Isaac the son?
Isaac is his goon,
His goon?
his evil
Like
henchman.
it's like a chief police or whatever. Goes out and disappears people for him.
His left hand.
Yeah. The hand of the king. Okay, so we need to talk to Vallaki. Maybe that's our next stop. Can you tell us where to find Vallaki, or can your assistant guy here, can he take us to him?
Well, Vasily is a bit in and out. He has he's sort of a diplomat. He has comings and goings throughout the towns of Barovia. So I cannot guarantee that he is in town today, but I assure you he will be here by the festival. We've spoken about what is going on, and we've just been waiting for the right time. Many festivals have passed, many executions that have gone unseen, many humiliating I don't know the word for it. Where you have your hands like this.
Your stocks in
the stocks, right?
The pillory, they call it a pillory too. Although I think a pillory is slightly different.
So, if you wanted to catch him before the festival, I assure you he will be here in 2 days.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss before we get to matters of importance?
By me.
Alright, well, I offer you these snacks if you'd like to take them with you. it has been a pleasure having your company here. I believe you know the way out. Ernst will be in the streets. If you have any more questions or inquiries, seek him out. I will be making arrangements for the next couple days.
Okay. I just looked it up. If their head and hands are in it, it's a pillory. If just their arms and legs are in it, or even just their legs, then it's the stocks.
Okay. I think the pillory is what I described earlier.
Yeah.
But with that request, Hume will grab like handfuls of sandwiches and meats and like just hold them close. Get up. Thank you for your hospitality.
Right.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. He'll make his way out. Grab the door. There it is. Alright, so you head out of the house and back into the streets of Vallaki. Ernst is not there.
Streets
Alright.
of Vallaki. Okay, so we have to talk to people or find. Well, I guess we could find out if that guy is in town. How do we do that?
Vasily is Irina's friend, right?
Yeah.
You know, we haven't checked up on her since we brought her here, since we were
We
supposed
should-
to be keeping her safe.
We should check in.
Yeah.
She doesn't even.
Hopefully he is here because she's with him.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. She'd probably be at the. Maybe she would have left message at the inn for us, even if she's not there. Check at the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben, we've got rooms at the inn. Why don't you come along with us and get yourself set up there?
Maybe we
Alright.
should
That
swing by the.
sounds fine.
Do you sleep?
I don't know.
Fair answer.
Maybe we should swing by the coffin maker's place to grab Fenn's coffin.
Sure.
I was kidding.
We'll have to kill that creature that came downstairs. but
Oh.
Yeah.
Crap! I've already forgot about that thing. I'm not going back there.
All right. All right. To the inn then.
Okay. So you make your way. It's about early evening, late afternoon at this point. So you make your way back to the inn.
Oh, there it is. I remember this. Okay.
Why are there two Humes?
Are there two?
There's
One of
two
them
Oh,
was
I-
here.
Couldn't see that one.
One of them was here
Yeah.
drinking the whole time.
You had no idea you had that ability.
I was like,
I think
why?
our rooms are upstairs, but we should go in and talk and see if she's there. Boom, boom. I'm assuming that's a door.
Alright. Yes, sorry. Just changing the music.
There she is. She's here. Hello.
There are more people here as well. All right. So you walk in. The tavern is still fairly empty. There are a couple patrons inside. With Irina is sitting at one of the tables. She has a drink and some food on the side, and she is writing on parchment as you approach her.
Okay. Dear lady, good to see you.
Oh, hello. I was actually wondering where you've been.
Oh,
The Danica here didn't say that you were here last night. At least you didn't make an appearance.
well, we had a bit of an adventure.
I did come looking for you after I had left, but Vasily isn't here right now. I'm not sure where he is. We did see him in Barovia last time, so maybe he's making some rounds, talking to some of the townsfolk in other places.
Well, when he does get back into town, we'd very much like to speak with him. If you could let us know if you see him first.
Oh, sure. What do you think is... what do you need to speak to him about?
Oh, we've been given a task.
A task?
By someone in the town to talk to people and get to know people. And so we thought we'd start with Vasily.
Oh, well, he's rather nice. He's a nice person to start with.
How was your visit with him?
Oh,
Lots of catching up.
like I said, he wasn't here.
Oh,
I came back soon after I went to his estate, but you weren't here, and I wasn't quite sure where you'd gone. So I've been in Vallaki trying to settle my nerves a bit from everything that's happened.
Probably inquire about how she's feeling before we should gently explain to her what happened to us and why Kay is gone.
she didn't even notice.
Yeah,
Well,
that's okay.
she's addressing Hazel, and so she's not really looking around at everyone. Do you want her to ask about?
We're just gonna
or
no, we're
who's
just
this
gonna
new person?
explain to her. We're just gonna explain to her that that we had an adventure and that Kay died and we found this guy, Hex, but we don't want to scare her or anything with not Hex. I keep calling him Hex. Fenn. Hex is a great name though.
I was actually just leaving you a note. I was gonna explore a little bit more in Vallaki, maybe a little bit outside too. Head up to the lake, do some watching. But you're here now. So, well, you said that you had tasks just now, and you said you had an adventure yesterday.
Yes.
All right. Well, hopefully it wasn't too strenuous on yourselves. I know that the area can be a bit hard to deal with at times. I prefer to stay in the cities. Barovia has really toughened me up to everything, so it's a breath of fresh air to be in Vallaki.
Have you met our new friend Fenn?
She'll finally turn around to look, see Fenn. No, hello. Irina. The look on her face is kind of questioning and a little bit of shock.
I nod at her knowingly, yeah.
She'll kind of side-eye Maeve as she's looking at Fenn. She'll offer her hand out as a handshake.
Fenn is going to look at her hand, and then he's going to start to reach out with his skeletal hand, and then he's gonna stop and switch hands. So it's this awkward no, not that one.
Which hand is your skeletal? The left one?
Yeah.
Okay. So she'll hold out her hand, and when you pull out your desecrated hand, she'll kind of and continue to hold it out of politeness, but then realize sorry, wrong hand, and switch hands.
It's a very awkward situation. Everyone's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
From the bar, you hear Danica laugh loudly as she's watching the scene unfold, and she's just busying herself with polishing dishes and mugs, but she's not making any attempt to interact with the group here. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
How did you come to meeting each other?
We found each other at the church.
All right. That's a good place to meet people. Safe place. Is Kay out somewhere? It's getting kind of late. I don't know if she's doing some late shopping or investigating or the adventuring that you were doing.
Kay died. Kay did not make it.
Oh.
When we fought the people at the windmill.
Oh, you fought people at the windmill.
Garland, you know those pastries that they sell in Vallaki?
Don't tell her.
Why not? She should know.
I guess so.
I did try one a while ago, but I'm not too fond of the effects. It's been a few years.
Never eat one again. They are they're killing children. These evil women that live in the windmill, they steal children, they kill them, and they use them to make those pastries. And when we found out, we tried to stop them, and they are far too powerful. and they almost killed all of us, but we were dumped off outside of the city walls, where we were picked up and saved by the priest, but Kay did not make it. Kay passed away.
Wow. That all happened yesterday?
I think so. I'm not sure how long we were asleep.
I'm very sorry for your loss. She was a great fighter.
Thank you. We miss her.
Well, I think I need another drink with all that. Danica, please. Danica will have a nod and take one of the freshly polished mugs and start filling it up with one of the wines. Alright. Well, I'm not sure how to take all that. But, maybe tonight we'll celebrate her life. The tavern maid will place down another drink. And would others like some drink as well? Food, maybe? You were missed yesterday.
I look at Fenn. Can you eat?
I'm not hungry. I don't
Alright.
know.
Okay, well, I'll leave it at that. All right.
Yeah, I'll take two. I'll take two. I believe. I believe that's the tab that you made. For paying for the room was plenty for another night of food. So no worry about payment tonight. She'll walk back. Open the door. You hear some kind of muffled shouting as she orders some food for everyone and goes over and starts filling up several more mugs of wine.
So, Danica, have you met Lady Fiona?
Roll either an insight or a perception check. Okay. So you asked that question, and you see Danica kind of like put her head slightly down and very slightly shake her head, and then finish filling up the mugs, and she'll bring them in the round. But when you ask that question, you hear a loud coughing coming from right beside you, and the gentleman opposite him will say, "Are you all right? Don't eat your food so fast. Drink more. You don't want to choke." The coughing will stop, and Danica will start to pass out mugs of wine to everyone.
I'll look at the two behind me and I'll like raise my eyebrows. Nobody else can see. Like, oh, did you want to talk more? Do you have something to say?
The one here, so the one across from him is just like looking straight at him and like doing gestures with his hands, like drink more, cut smaller pieces. You don't need to steak that fast. And the one right next to you is just kind of like looking over at you. And just trying to clear his throat.
I wonder if those are those the sons of the lady? She referred to her sons as troublemakers.
Oh, that are always at the bar.
Yes.
And they do look quite alike. They could be brothers.
Yes.
They have the same token. They must be twins. Danica will, as she's passing out the mugs of wine, she'll say, I haven't had much to speak of, the Lady Watcher. She's a bit more out of my class, as it were. She doesn't quite visit the inn. And I'm not invited to her gatherings, so no, I have not spoken to her.
Why wouldn't she invite you?
Maybe because she doesn't live here.
I am a private business owner. I just tend to an inn. She prefers guests who are not needing to work, as it were.
Not a lady of the people, I guess.
No. She's has her own elite that she speaks out to. You have to have a special trait about you for her attention to be caught. And Zavine is the best Zeb can offer. I am sorry for your loss of your friend. I hope that her passing will not be in vain.
Thank you.
Thank you. And she'll make her way back if you don't have any more questions. Right. And then she'll head through the back door. Hume has his 2 mugs of wine and will raise one of them up. Decay.
And I'll raise mine too.
I didn't order one, so I grabbed one from Hume and I raised it up.
Well, Danica would have given you one if she would have offered it to you, and if you would take it, so she had enough for everyone.
Yeah, I'll raise mine.
I'm not sure if Fenn drinks.
Fenn will. I guess he would have taken one, but he probably won't drink it. And he'll raise it as well.
Irina will raise hers. Decay.
And we drink.
Take a sip. Hume will take a longer sip than everyone else.
Yeah, of course he is. Yes. Yes. Expected.
So what? You said you had tasks, and you wanted to meet up with the silly. what was just to meet him?
We want to learn more about the town and the people.
All right. Well, he knows plenty about the town.
Have you been here very often?
To Vallaki?
Yes.
I come here occasionally. My business in Barovia with my father. Now my brother, I guess. Now that he's the new burgomaster. But,
Have you ever been to one of the festivals?
a long time ago, yeah. My father took the two of us here, and it was alright, I guess. As a child, it seemed a bit more fun, I suppose, but looking back on it now, it's just kind of weird. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to the one coming up.
How come?
This is
Well, people aren't really excited about the festivals these days.
This is sort of recent that the festivals have gone downhill.
Well, when I was younger, that's when Burgomaster Velokovic was just the new mayor, and his father had an unfortunate passing, and so being a new leader, he wasn't quite sure of what should be done. He had all sorts of new ideas that he wanted to bring upon Vallaki. But it was odd. He's a strange man. But I'm waiting for Vasily to return. He does speak of the festivals sometimes, and sometimes good, sometimes poorly, but it's a conversation. It's a weekly thing, so there's a lot to speak of when I'm gone for such a long time. It's in a couple days. Do you have any other ideas of how you'll spend those days?
not really. I don't know. Did anyone else think of anything?
Just looking around town, talking to some people, sightseeing. Never been here before, you know?
How is the church? I never attended a service. I suspect it's a bit better than the one in Barovia.
It's much better than the one in Barovia. Well, at least when we left the one in Barovia, it was destroyed.
Destroyed?
Yeah, the inside had a bunch of broken pews and... Wasn't it all destroyed? Am I remembering that wrong?
You are. She's just not understanding that.
Okay.
The church didn't. The church?
In Barovia, the first one. With the
first
yelling
one.
in the basement.
No, we left the yelling in the basement. We never.
Right. But Irene is just confused about
Oh,
the
right.
condition that you left it. Well, I suppose everything in this town is better than Borovia. Though I have to call it home. That's where my brother is.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe not everything.
Well, maybe tonight after a drink I'll head over and attend the service, see what it's like. Maybe get some clarity into everything going on.
Well, they are very kind people. They're the ones that helped us after our little incident yesterday.
Well, that's good. It's hard to find kindness amongst people. Even if people aren't cruel, a lot of them are disinterested or apathetic. Glad you found someone to comfort you in your time of need.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Any questions before you retire for the night?
Who's this other guy over here at the other end of the bar? We never talked to these two guys here. We just heard them talking to each other.
Yeah, one of them coughed, like, when I mentioned the lady.
Uh-huh.
Like, he was choking on his food, so I don't know about that. But go ahead, talk to them, because
Okay.
it'd be interesting to see what they have to say.
Yes. I'm gonna walk up and I'll talk to them and say,
So,
hello, young gents. We were just raising a toast for a lost friend, and I think if she were here, she'd want you to share in a drink with us. Everyone, can we buy you a drink?
wait a minute.
When you are speaking to these two, both of them will have their mouths full of food, and they'll turn to look at you and just like.
Like what? I can't see your face right now.
They'll be
All right.
munching
got
on you
cam on.
on their food.
Lovely. I'm sure these guys are going to be just fabulous to talk to.
And,
Okay, great.
And like raise
yeah.
their mugs that is already full. You can see that the table is like littered with mugs, empty mugs that are just like sitting there. Seems as if once they finish one, they'll order another and just throw the empty one to the far end of the table.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have a feeling this is who this is, but I really don't know what they can do to help us.
Well, they know something about the lady that
Yeah.
maybe not so great.
Yeah. So, I don't know how to
the one
ask.
on the left side will like swallow really hard. Sorry about your friend. Shit happens. But yes, more wine. Oh, it is good. He'll take another drink.
Okay. Alrighty.
The one here will like, yeah, just like raise a mug and like keep his eyes down, watching his food, and the other one is just like openly talking, or you have his attention, I suppose.
Okay. So, how are you feeling about the festival coming up?
Any reason to drink? It's okay with me. Are you looking forward to it? It's supposed to be a blast.
I don't know. I'm hearing. I'm not. I'm not feeling the kind of excitement one would expect to from a festival for most people. So I'm not sure how to feel about it. We saw people being pilloried in the square, and that was concerning.
They got caught. Don't get caught if you want to do what you want.
What did they do wrong? Get caught doing what?
They spoke ill of the burgomaster. He's not too kind about that.
I see.
This gentleman is talking rather loudly as well. He's not trying to keep hush hush.
Hmm.
But you want to... you have to be there unless you want to be in one of those pillories.
Oh, we will be there. Yes, when it happens, we will be there. Well, enjoy your wine.
He'll reach across the table and slap the other guy's shoulder, and the other guy's just like, what the... Why you... And he's like, we try to escape sometimes, but even if we get caught, we have our ways of not ending up like that.
Oh, really? You want to share? How do you manage to not end up like that if you get caught?
The one on the right will like shake his head and like look up at the other one. No. Yeah, we are of such stature they cannot touch us. We do not need to worry about ending up like peasants.
Oh, great stature. You must have you mean you come from a big family? Is it a family name I would know?
The long family, yes. Not big though. It's dwindling. We will do our best to keep our family going though. We are very loyal.
Oh, very good. All right. Oh, okay. And there's somebody else over here, right? At this other table. Maybe I will go over and offer them to drink wine with us as well and introduce myself.
Okay. Roll
These
an
guys don't
insight.
seem to be.
Roll an insight.
Roll an insight. I will.
So you approach this person from the back. They look like just sitting on the in the chair with one hand clutching a mug, and as you make your way around to look at them, you can see that their mouth is wide open. There's some drool coming down, and their eyes are closed, and a loud or a subtle snoring is coming from them.
They're asleep. Okay. Well, I won't bother that person. They're asleep. All right. Come back to the table. I'll ask Elena if she knows who these two doofs are.
Those are the Watcher brothers. They are not too friendly. Although if you're a pretty lady, they can be a bit too friendly, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do.
So those are the sons of the lady we were just talking with.
Yes, I kind of thought they were.
Were you speaking to Lady Watcher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
She
She has a
invited us for
reputation.
tea.
She has what?
She has a bit of a reputation of being stern to her guests, but a bit too free with her children. as
That-
you can see.
Yes.
She'll kind of nudge over to the two of them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Was she kind to you?
She was very civil.
She was nice. She gave us tea.
She must have seen something special in you.
Well, she did want something from us.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
Danica will...
What kind of... Oh, sorry, no, go ahead.
Okay, well, Danica will just go around. Since you didn't give orders of what specifically you wanted, she will do family style with just like a platter of food that you can take from, and she'll pass around plates as well. You see in front of you there's plates and bowls, and so you'll see like a large bowl of the stew that they have prepared for the evening, and then some cuts of meat, some greens as well, like a makeshift salad, and
I'll thank her.
thank you again for stopping by. I hope your time in Vallaki is a bit better.
Better than...
It's Fenn.
Then
Oh, right, yep.
what happened to your friend?
Yeah.
If you need anything, just let me know. I will do my best to have it done very quickly. Your beds have been made, and everything is tidy up just the way you want it. She'll do a nod and head back to the bar. Maeve, you had something before Danica came out?
I don't remember.
Alright, well, anything else?
Nope.
Fenn, you've been quiet. Is there anything else you'd like to bring up?
Nope.
Okay. So you'll finish your meal, and then head outside and head upstairs to retire to your rooms. Irina will follow as well, to take one of the off rooms. And Fenn will have his own, well, not his own room, but like probably share with Hume.
Fenn's gonna like wait for everyone, and he's gonna like try and follow them into this room, not realizing there's another room.
Sorry, you don't sleep here.
I don't.
No, you can sleep over there with Hume.
Oh, I see.
If you sleep, let us know. I'm curious.
I will let you know. And he heads down. Which room did Hume go into?
This one.
Okay. I can't get in. I guess I'll just stand out here.
Lean yourself up in the hallway.
Keep watch.
When I enter the room and close the door, I say to Hazel, I don't know about Fenn. Freaks me out.
Imagine if it were you. I try to always put myself in the other person's shoes. He's having a very hard time, so I try to be kind.
He's dead. He's walking dead.
Imagine if you woke up after you thought you were dead.
How
walking
loudly are
around at
you
your dead
speaking?
body. No.
Can I roll?
Can we should be in this cheap hotel.
You can roll. Yeah, Fenn, you can roll perception.
Oh, well, no, I hear
You
nothing.
hear nothing.
You actually think you hear something else. You think you hear Maeve's got a crush on you. That's what you think you hear.
You
Go with that.
you walk into the room and it's just like that ringing, like when a bomb goes off and you can't hear anything. It's just like that loud ringing. You're just walking into the room and they're closing the door.
Nice. I go and sit on this bed and I just sit on it with my legs like over. And then I just sit there. Staring.
I'm going to cast alarm before
Okay.
bed, just so that if that lady shows up again, we get a warning.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
That was here.
Oh, I'm not
yeah.
going to sleep.
And I cast sleep on Maeve. No.
Every minute.
Yeah.
But
Samuel's keeping watch.
yeah, you can alarm both the door and the window if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It does it in a, let's see, let me find the spell.
Pretty big radiance.
It's like a 20-foot square or something. 30 foot. So yeah. If I put
The
it in the
entire
center of the
room.
room, yeah, the whole room.
So Samuel has been like absent and then he just appears and then he disappears for so long. If anybody's wondering, he just wanders away and then he wanders back.
Okay.
That's cat stuff.
Yeah.
As cats do as they want. Hume will doff his armor, like very slowly, like put down his shield, put down his flail, and then helmet off, and then pull off the straps for his breastplate. Very slowly doff his armor. He kind of like glances over at Fenn, wondering why that he's not doing the same, but he does it to try and be subtle. But Fenn, with that one, does not notice at all his glances.
It's like he's staring at him, but he's also staring at nothing. He's dead. Dead eyes.
He's not watching Hume, he's watching through Hume.
Yeah.
Whatever's behind him.
So that cat staring at ghosts in the corner.
You kind of like look out the window behind him while he's doffing his armor. It's like, what? You okay?
I'm fine.
All right. Well. So. What? I guess we've already gone over who you serve. What rank were you? When did you serve?
That's a good question.
Did you prepare for this roleplay?
I believe I must have been the standard bearer.
Important position. Inspire those who need it.
He held the flag.
Yeah.
Does
a
he
flag
still carry it
holder.
around? Like,
He
is
does,
he using
yeah.
it as a walking stick?
It's like, yeah, it's a walking stick. Sometimes it's just attached to his back. Like, he just puts it in, like, locked in with his shield when he has to use both hands. I think I was on the front lines. I'm not sure, though.
I can see where that put you from being on the front line.
6 feet down.
Though I'm sure that none of your comrades are where you are now.
Hopefully not.
That date was quite a while ago when you were born.
It's interesting to see what has happened to the world. Seems much more dark. But maybe that's just my eyes.
Well, where I'm from, it's not this dark either.
And
But-
where are you from?
Baldur's Gate. I was one of the Flaming Fist. Commanding officer.
Would Fenn? I guess, can I... What is it? It's the knowledge from a... Not a knowledge, military rank? I guess would Fenn have known that? Recognized that?
Recognize the town?
Baldur's Gate or, the Fist? The Flaming Fist?
Let's have you just roll a history. And you can add
Okay.
your... Oh wait, no, you already used both of yours.
Yeah, I already used the knowledge from past life. But just a history. 12.
The way he speaks it, you can tell that he's rather proud of his position, and so it was probably of some importance. Though you don't know the exact names of all the city guard in towns. And yeah, you have heard of Baldur's Gate, though you never visited. It's quite a ways away from this land, from when you knew it.
Baldur's Gate is quite far from here, is it not?
I'm actually not sure. I don't know how I ended up here. I just... From last time I remember, I fell asleep in a tavern in Baldur's Gate, and when I woke up, I was in Barovia.
Perhaps you were kidnapped. Or maybe it's your god.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Insight!
Oh,
Oh god,
Is-
I'm rolling terrible
yeah.
today.
When you speak of that, you kind of like see Hume give the same 1,000-yard stare that you give off, but then he kind of like regains his focus and says, "Yeah, maybe that was it. I really hope not. And I don't know how much time has passed. If I was kidnapped, it's very strange for them to transport me here and then leave me in a bar to wake up."
I suppose that's true. Maybe
Alright.
you're dead.
What was that?
Maybe you're dead.
Alright, I'm just gonna go to bed now.
You're all in purgatory. You all died.
Alright, Hume will lay down to rest. Fenn will probably just continue sitting.
Yeah, Fenn's gonna continue sitting and staring.
Okay. Well then we'll have your rests happen. Nothing happens in the middle of the night like last time. But you will regain spell slots, and you can prepare your spells, whichever you like. and have a new morning.
Okay. And my alarm didn't go off. Nice.
Samuel's gone. Wake up and he's gone.
Oh my god, Samuel! The witches took you!
Okay. What do we do today?
Go talk to strangers?
It's just so interesting because we have to talk to these strangers, you know, but we could also become arrested if we were heard talking to strangers, and we don't know which strangers to talk to, which ones would just go turn us in for saying anything, or which ones would be on our side. That's why I asked the lady with her book club to start having people wear something so we'd know who was safe to talk to.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. We have to be discreet.
Yes, the two idiots last night, I realized that's who they probably were, and realized they weren't safe people to talk to. But anyway.
It will be an interesting day.
Yes. I guess we go downstairs to
Breakfast!
whatever visit. Add our things back.
So you head downstairs.
Yes.
You meet up with Irina, going downstairs as well at the same time.
Dun, 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 dun. We have to go downstairs, out and around, and we see Irina. Oh, hello, dear. Coming in for some breakfast?
Yes, had a very nice sleep.
Oh, that's so lovely. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better?
I feel appreciative of everything that has happened here. Just the welcoming nature. And as you are making your way towards the front, you see it's early in the morning, so there aren't a whole lot of people in the streets. But you see a young woman in a long gown. It's kind of an off-white color. She has her hair up, and she looks bright-eyed as she skips towards the inn.
Can we just say hello, or is she just going past us, and we're just gonna walk or go by, or how do we interact?
She is, she's got quite the kick in her step. You can see, she's got a bright smile on her face, and in her hand is, a envelope. And she just graciously skips up to the first in line, and she says, "Hello! It's so happy to see you. Good morning. What a happy day. My master would love to have dinner with you tonight. If you would just..."
Who's your master?
Here, and she will offer the envelope to Hazel.
Okay,
It's a secret, but I just hope to see you there. And she'll turn and start skipping away.
I turned to the others and said, "That's the happiest person I've seen in weeks."
Mm-hmm.
Open the envelope.
Is it the Burgermaster?
Let me see if I can read it.
Oh God.
No, that it is.
It has the text underneath, so you don't have
I
to read
know
cursive.
it does, but
Okay.
I'm going to try to read it.
Okay.
Who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle so that we can meet in the civilized surroundings. Your patronage here, passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival. And it is signed Straho von Lerovich.
That's the devil.
Ah, shit. We've been invited by Strahd to come. Oh dear. Oh, and oh, Elena, I'm so sorry. What should we do? Poor Elena's probably having...
It's not wise to meet with him, but it's also not wise to reject his offer.
Right. That's what I think.
I'm curious. I'll meet with him.
I think that we should, but well, I don't need to tell you we shouldn't be going in with guns blazing. That didn't go well for us the last time.
Yes, that is correct. We will not raise arms against him.
And he brought us here. How did he bring us here?
I was coming here myself. I brought myself here.
I didn't feel like I was brought here.
We were brought here on the carriage. Maybe that was Strahd.
Oh, I like that guy.
Could be. Yeah. Well, I personally would not like to join you, if that's
oh,
alright.
No.
That's
We would never ask you to do that, dear. My goodness sakes.
That young lady, she is Strahd's messenger. Although I'm not sure how she got here, and I'm not sure. But she does work for. Oh, wow! I did not realize I was just speaking out loud. I didn't. My apologies.
Okay?
I'm gonna head inside. She'll go inside.
Did she just have a stroke?
Very possible. I mean, she did have a traumatic event just happen, bringing up of PTSD.
Oh my goodness. All right.
So what's next?
When are we supposed to go see this guy?
Whenever we want. There is no date. Maybe we go after the festival.
I bid you dine at my castle so that we can meet in a civilized surroundings. It doesn't say when. Well, that is the very most important part to an invitation, don't you agree?
I agree.
For all of his supposed civility, he's left kind of an important piece of this out. That's surprising. Well.
does say he's waiting. I await your arrival. Does that not mean he's just waiting for us?
Well,
Don't
how long
know.
can he wait?
I don't know.
Probably forever.
I can only imagine his strength. The women who killed Kay said they were working for him.
Or did they say they were,
They were working for themselves?
and he allowed them to work?
Yeah.
Well, I think there are people in this town who support him, and he allows them to not live in fear, and then there are the people that fear him.
Well, this Strahd is not the Burgermeister. This Strahd is in a castle. The Burgermeister doesn't... He's not the Burgermeister.
No, Strahd is the devil. Strahd
Yeah,
is
he's a bad guy.
Strahd is a vampire.
Who's in here talking with Elena?
You see the familiar face of the
Can't.
owner.
Go back and open the door for her. Oh, is that the owner of the tavern?
Well, I mean, the two of them own this, but you saw him the other day coming down after the kids ran downstairs.
Okay.
He looks in a very comfortable robe. He's discussing something Irene. Yes, that sounds delicious. Please, I'd like something to fill me up for today. Very good. I'm sorry about the issues that have been happening, but hopefully this will help you feel better. Thank you. Don't go back. When he opens the door, you can hear the sound of dishes clattering. He says, "Stop making a mess! I just cleaned up in here." Go inside and close the door.
Nobody else in here. Okay.
Well, did you decide on meeting up with him?
Well, we don't know when to go. The invitation didn't give a time or a date.
How long do you think it'll take us to get there? Like half a day?
We don't even... Yes. We don't even know where he lives.
I think we can see.
He
Oh,
did
right.
say there's a castle in the letter.
The castle.
That's the only castle I know of here. It did take us a while to get from where we were at the base of the castle to Vallaki, where the windmill was. So if you want to meet Vasily, he'll probably be here tomorrow during
Alright.
the festival. If you're gonna meet with the devil, I'm not sure when you would want to do that. But are there any other tasks here that you wanted to do?
None that I would know what to do. I'm lost as to what my next step would be.
Well, the Watcher lady asked us for something. Should we be doing like some research before we make a decision?
I do. I wouldn't know how to go about it. Do you have any ideas?
Oh yes, there's that issue of discreet being
Yes,
discreet.
being killed for talking to the wrong person and being killed. There's no
Right.
way to know who the right person to talk to and who the wrong person to talk to is.
So then what do we do about her decision or what she wants? Do we say no? Do we say yes?
I would be inclined to say yes, but being a new person in this town, I don't know anyone. We're newcomers. How can we possibly, we could assist her if she got things rolling, but we certainly can't make things happen ourselves. We don't know anyone.
Hmm. Maybe Vasily will have.
That's what I was thinking, that we do have an inn with Vasily. We can safely talk to that person. That's the only name she gave us, as to someone else who would be, on her side. But she didn't give us any other names or people to talk to. So
I wonder if there is a place where people can discuss things without fear of being discovered. Maybe if we go about the town, we could overhear. I don't know.
you think if we just did some eavesdropping, we might overhear people talking, and we could
And then we would
quietly
know that.
speak to them? That there
Yeah,
might be.
maybe.
But then again, you never know when you're going to get caught.
Yeah.
It sounded like she wanted to make some sort of a move towards this on the day of the festival.
She wants to make a spectacle out of it.
Something.
Hmm.
She did mention the name Isaac.
Yes, Isaac. He's the head of the police. He's like the goon, right?
Yes.
Is that? Yes.
Perhaps that is someone we can go and watch. Or
All
ask
right.
about.
Okay. We could go into town and look around for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you have your plan for the day. The cook will come back out and serve you up your hot porridge for the day.
I didn't
some-
order this. Just kidding.
I love porridge. Yum, porridge.
with cream if you want it, and a little bit of sugar as well. Maybe some honey or molasses, and then some fruit juice as well. And then so there's been a lot of talk about what to do. What would you like to do? You could split up and check out different avenues. You could stay together and look at the bigger picture as well.
Do we want to split up or do we want to stay together as a group?
I think we should just stay together as a group.
It sounds like attempting to go visit Strahd will mean that we will miss the festival and miss
The coup.
Vasily.
Well,
And
the
the coup.
festival isn't the festival another day? One more day or two more days?
I thought it
Tomorrow.
was tomorrow. Yeah. And
I have a feeling
tomorrow
yeah.
is also when Vasily arrives.
I think we should put off Strahd until after the festival.
Yeah. I agree.
The next thing is, do we even want to support this Lady Fiona? I think it was more just going around and asking what the people think of her and what they think of this Burgermaster or Isaac.
Well, what made me feel better about her, at least helping her with her coup, is that she would be willing to let Vasily be elected if people did not want her to take the job, and that's the reason I warmed up to her. Not that I would hand her the job, but that she's
we would
willing
find
to.
someone who was a better fit.
Yes. She'd be willing to let the people decide a little bit.
If she cares about the people,
Yeah.
she'll let them decide.
Yes. That's how I feel. But this current Burgermeister definitely is not a good guy.
Right.
So yeah, so I guess our consensus is that we're gonna head into the town and just keep our ears open and do some investigation type
All right.
stuff.
So you all have your conversations and finish your meal, your breakfast. Irina will wish you good luck on your day. She's decided to head north to visit the lake and do some nature sightseeing to get her mind out of everything that's going on. Alright, so you head back into town. And I'll have everyone roll investigation rolls.
Man. Just some awful rolls.
Oh man. Well, you walk into town, walk in the streets. After you've had your meals, you can notice that the streets have gotten busier, more people around, and the watch, of course, is everywhere. And with the thoughts of everything that you have been tasked to do, you're not really focusing that well. And it's difficult to keep a steady head on where to go to next. So you kind of just like wander aimlessly around. You're not really sure what you're looking for, and what is a clue to tell you where to start. And as you're wandering around, Hazel, you manage to, as the group is passing a shop, you see a creature that you recognize from quite a long time ago. Well, I mean, not a long time ago, but over a week ago. You recognize the little chimp that was on the cart on your way to town.
A monkey? Wonder if the guy that drove us here is nearby.
And people aren't really like noticing the monkey in the streets. It's just kind of like looking around, looking at the people as they walk by, and like nibbling at its fingers and just looking around. And when it peers at you, it kind of like sits straight up, and then it runs into the shop nearby. The door there seems to have like a cat door that it runs in, and you look over to the shop that is in, and it is a toy shop.
Say something to the other people and say, the monkey that was on the cart that brought us to Barovia, I just saw it and it recognized me, so I know it's the same monkey, and it just went into the shop. So I go into the shop. I follow the monkey in to the little toy shop if it's open. Oh, look at that little toy shop.
I follow Hazel.
From the outside, the cramped shop has a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse, with a bee engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched, lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass, you see the jumbled displays of toys and hanging placards bearing the slogan, "Is no Blinsky, is no..." sorry, totally messed that up. "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
It's no fun, is no Blinsky. Interesting. Okay. Wonder what that means. Is no Blinsky. Maybe Blinsky is the name of the toy maker. If it's not fun, it's not a Blinsky. Alright, let's go, let's go in here.
You enter, and it is a very cramped shop. The light from the outside is dimmed by the amount of toys that are in the window. There are a couple lights, a couple candles that are lit around, but with the massive clutter, it is hard to see in here without moving some stuff out of the way. And when you enter, following the chimp inside, you see it run up the counter and jump onto the back of this rather large man. And when you enter, it makes that tiny bell sound. Ding-ding-ding. And the large man with now the chimp on his shoulder turns to the group. Hey! Hello! Welcome! Welcome to my toy shop!
Hello, I just recognized your little friend there. He was the cart that brought us to Barovia.
He drove the cart that brought you here?
No, he was on it. He was riding on it.
Oh. Well, he's a happy little guy. Glad to have him around. Brings in the customers when they need to. It seems to be the same for you.
Oh.
Brought you into town, I guess. And into my shop, which I gratefully appreciate.
All right, then.
Please, look around. Everything is same price, but everything is same fun.
How's business been lately?
Oh, well, it's okay. People don't really want my toys anymore.
Why are
I
you
don't know why. I'm
surprised?
trying to bring happiness to the people.
I thought happiness was something that the Baronmeister wanted very much.
Yes, that is what that he enforces that. But I bring toys to the children. I'll have everyone make a perception roll as you look around the shop.
Perception. I said, okay.
God damn. Why? Why?
All right. Maeve and Hazel, you're kind of like looking around this crowded shop, and you can, though the chimp was easy to get around here, like weave through all the toys, it's really difficult for you to like push your way through. It seems that there are plentiful amount of toys here, just jam packed. Um, Even on the floor, there are just lining the wall and the counter. On the counter, there's very little space for anything else. And you notice that these toys are a bit different than what you would expect. Like, there's a wooden mobile, but instead of rainbows and sunshine, it has hanging bats with some little flapping wings as they go around.
Aw, cute.
There's looks to be a doll that is sitting on the counter, and it is headless, but around the doll looks to be heads that can be attached to it. One of the heads looks like it has its eyes and mouth stitched shut. There's a little toy set of a gallows, complete with a trapdoor that's hanging open, and hangman that's just like hanging there.
I see nothing wrong with this. These all sound great.
You see a whimsical merry-go-round with instead of like horses or unicorns, it looks like figures of snarling wolves that are chasing children around the merry-go-round.
It's not a very merry merry-go-round.
So as I really start inspecting these things, then I'm gonna be like, excuse me, but do children enjoy these toys? I mean, whatever
Yes.
happened to just a nice little doll, a little baby doll?
Look, I have dolls for everyone. He'll take a like a what's the Russian doll called?
It's what are those called? Nesting dolls. I just call
It's a
them
nesting doll,
dolls.
but it has a certain name to it. I don't
Yeah,
remember
it
what
does have
was.
a name. It's a
But he's like,
Yeah.
hey, look, it's happy, and it has like the painted makeup of a woman in the traditional. Wow, I can't.
matryoshka.
Okay, in the traditional clothing, and he's like
Mhm.
showing it off, and he takes the top one off, places it down, and he pulls the next one out, and pulls that in half, until he gets like a line of these wooden nesting dolls, and you can see that the smaller one gets, the
Mhm.
older it gets as well. So it starts as a young maiden, and goes on into adulthood, into elderhood, until the
Oh my
last.
gosh.
He opens the last one, and it's just like a decaying mummified corpse.
These are horrifying.
Oh,
No wonder you're not selling very many.
What do you mean? These are fun
goodness
toys for children.
No. They're not
This
at
is what you
all
grew
fun.
up with.
While looking around, Maeve, you notice one extra doll. It looks very familiar, because it looks like someone you've met before. It's got like very strange characteristics about it. It's got the long brunette hair, and it seems to be wearing like a tunic with long white sleeves and trousers and heavy boots. On its side, it looks like this person has just finished stitching it together, but it looks like a rapier on its side.
Oh, is it Irina? Irina?
Quite
I don't
possibly.
say that out loud.
It once that thought comes to your head, the most person you would think that this looks like is Irina.
Oh. I'll pick up the toy and be like, oh, where did you get the design for this one?
Oh, I have someone. Since business hasn't been quite good, I've had someone come in and commission some dolls. Just finishing up that one.
What other ones did that person commission?
It's about the same as that one. I don't know why, but he just really likes them.
So
Who's this person? We'd love to talk to him about his taste in dolls.
he ordered the same doll? Like a few of the same dolls?
Yeah, he said something about recognizing someone. He asked an artist to come up with his thought. Give me a description, and I give it to him. He's been keeping me in business, since I haven't been selling much.
Okay.
Who was it? It was Hazel.
Yeah.
Hazel and Maeve both roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh, I wish I had more charisma.
I cannot divulge that information. It's private.
And Fenn's going to approach him and look at him, and he's going to try and intimidate him into talking and just...
Does Fenn know that he's intimidating?
I don't think so.
I don't.
She will accidentally intimidate him.
This is just how you approach somebody. You just stand up to them, and he's like 6'3", so I don't know how tall this guy is, but he's gonna like kind of lean down his face so it's like facing his.
You're about the same size, although he is a large man. And as you get closer, I would think that Fenn doesn't know that his appearance is intimidating, but he would know how to intimidate someone, being a soldier. And so as you get closer and this toy maker is watching your appearance, the smile that he has been displaying towards you gets very wide, and you can kind of notice like some beads of sweat start to go down. Like,
Do I need to roll intimidation?
if you're trying to, and if you want to get something out of him, yes.
Okay. 16, and I'm just gonna say, I believe my friends here asked for this customer's name.
Okay. If you buy something, maybe I can have an exchange. Yes.
What's, I guess, the closest toy around?
I pass him the Irina doll.
I'd like to buy this Irina doll. This Irina action figure, please. I believe it's a collector's item.
Just keep it in the box.
You look to your side and you see a teddy bear, but it looks like there are parts of the teddy bear that aren't from one teddy bear. It looks like it's been put together with different stitchings and whatnot.
Franken teddy bear.
Relatable, buddy. I'm gonna grab that teddy bear and puff up, just vomit up 2 gold into my hand and hand them to him.
That's a trick right there.
When you do so, his eyes get really wide, and his smile remains.
Just like,
Thank you.
the name.
He kind of like
I need the name.
nudges by everyone as best he can through the clutter. As he does so, some of the toys on the shelf behind the counter fall to the floor, and he kind of just pushes by, and with his might he reaches over to the door and locks it and comes back, knocking over several more toys. Okay. The man who bought the doll is, his name is Isaac Stranzi.
Is what?
Isaac? Janzi? There we go.
Oh, that's the goon?
Ah, Stadsny.
Isaac Stransny.
Is he also the, does he work for the Burgermeister? Like he's the police chief?
He works for the town, yes.
Yes.
He's... Don't say my name, please. I
We
want
won't
to
say your name.
I want to stay in
Relax.
business.
Well, I know the Burgermeister wants people to be happy, but Isaac seems to want children to be unhappy with these terrible, terrible toys.
It's very not nice for you to say, but thank you for purchasing.
Barge into his store. These are shit toys. You should feel bad, and I hope you fail as a business owner.
These stores are bad and should feel bad.
I'm gonna suggest.
I'm taking this bear.
I'm gonna make a suggestion that do the best you can to have, toys that don't depict death. Maybe avoid death and hanging people and terrible things like that, and cute little animals, lively colors, something with not so much death in it, and then maybe children will be happier, and you'll sell more toys. That's just a suggestion.
This is all I know, and I've been taught by the greatest toy maker ever. He's not to be taken kindly. He made the doll that could walk on its own. I aspire to be just like him. Thank
Who
you,
was this
come
person?
again.
Thank you. I don't suppose you're going to give us the name of the greatest toy maker ever that you learned
Please, yes, just don't kill me.
from. I won't kill you, but
Please.
who is that?
Mr. Fritz von Berg.
Fritz von Berg. Fritz von Berg. Okay. Maybe where would we find that person?
He no longer lives.
Ah, he died. Well,
I
that's
don't
sad.
know
Well-
if your friend knows him.
Oh, the one that no longer lives? We can ask
Yes.
him.
That's offensive. We don't all know each other.
You came in here being offensive first. I believe that I can say something about defending myself.
Well, all right. We'll leave your place of business and please consider reassigning the way you think about toys, but we'll leave now.
I think he just needs to work on branding. These
Branding.
are educational.
Yes, there we go. Educational instead of play.
Instead of
Right.
fun.
He'll
Yes.
sidle over back to the door, unlock it, and kind of point to the coins, and the chimp will run down onto the counter and grab the coins and head into a back room.
Okay.
Thank you. Don't come again. Remember, is no fun, is no Blinsky.
Oh, we got it. That is horrible.
Fenn is
All right.
still holding the bear, and he's just like holding it with his skeletal
If
hand.
he's walking along with a little teddy bear.
Just walking along,
Nice.
it's like under his arm, like.
Yeah, why not? Very good. It just brightens you all up as a person. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll leave the toy store. We now know that for somebody that wants people to be happy, they don't seem to be working on it very hard. They kind of seem to be doing the opposite. How much happy are you going to get out of toys like that? All right. Continuing along the street, listening, keeping our ears open,
All right.
or whatever.
So you continue along. Let's have you make another investigation.
Alright.
Oh, and that guy isn't there anymore. Those are a little bit better.
I like to remind myself that I'm a paladin and that my highest stat is charisma, which is just really funny to me, being a good undead thing.
The two quietest people in your party have the highest charisma.
Yeah. And we're like the most intimidating. We're the scariest.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right.
My charisma isn't bad. I have a charisma of 15, so it's not bad.
Mine's 17.
Oh, well, yeah. We're not there yet.
All right. So you make your way out, and you kind of have that unsettling feeling. Like before, you were like, "Oh man, we got so much to do," and now you're just like, "Oh my gosh, it's so depressing here." It's a lot more depressing than you thought. With the enforcements of happiness, the delusions of joy that is being forced onto people, and the happiest place in this town is a toy shop that sells decrepit things.
Mm-hmm.
So you just mind is scattered at this point, and as you're walking into town, you notice that in the streets there are quite a few people with bundles of sticks coming from the north end of town, heading down south and going which direction?
South. They're going.
You're going
East.
pretty far south.
Okay.
And this catches your eye, and so you kind of like follow. This line of people is like several dozen, making their way down to this area. You do notice people leaving the opposite direction, but they just look like people walking in the streets. So you follow this, and you notice that the people carrying bundles of sticks are heading inside of this large mansion. One moment while I get the page ready. You see from the outside, as people are walking in the front door with these bundle of sticks, and more people coming out of it. These people don't have any significant features or clothing about them. They seem to be just everyday villagers walking in, bringing these bundles inside. And you see this mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every windows, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double doors. And I think that is a good place to end it tonight.
They're filling that house with sticks.
Yes.
Looks like there's flame in there. They're burning somebody's house down. Oh my goodness. We're very concerned. I'm very concerned.